Welcome once again to Boy Things podcast with Kareem. My name is Kareem Big Dreams. Welcome to another exciting episode. And again, I must say, respect to everybody that has been tuning in. The support has been overwhelming, I must say. Follow me on Instagram at the Kareem Big Dreams with a Z instead of a S. On Twitter, it's Kareem Big Dreams. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Send to a friend them. Share, comment, like, do the things there. You understand? This topic though, once again, it's a very interesting topic to me. This topic is about open relationships and or open marriages. What is your take on it? So for everyone, once you've watched this, you can actually go and comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know your take on it, on the topic as well. So I do have here a married couple. Some of you guys might know them. I have Candice and I have Jerome. Welcome, guys, and respect for forward. Really and truly appreciate it.
Thanks.
Candice is the piercing and tattoo extraordinaire, I must say. Not just as a female, but just in the whole business in itself. So if you can just give us like a little run through, introduction, name, all of them look niceness there.
All right. So I'm Candice, affectionately called Needles. I do piercings, tattoos, tattoo removal. I also have a store that I own with Jerome called Bear 876 by Needles, where we sell products for hair, skin, and health. And lastly, we also own an underwear store. Together, we sell underwear and adult toys for both males and females.
I know them something. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm married to this guy. So, yeah.
Jerome.
Yeah, Jerome, as Candy said, as Kareem said, do a couple businesses, have a small own company and a wholesale, along with the two businesses Candice mentioned, which
Also rich.
no,
Okay.
not yet, which are our main focus. We're not rich for tax purposes, so trying young
Yeah,
businesses.
load of people them. Yeah.
So, you know, we're actively involved in businesses and we do several other things. We're people who like to enjoy ourselves, adventurous as it relates to a lot of different things. Bush and them something. Just
Okay, so on basically establishing on own, right? I didn't know that you guys own a sex place. I mean, anybody know me, know some. I love them little suck me there and them suck me there.
underwears. We sell all major brands, original brands.
Yeah, and we
underwears.
sell unbranded
We sell
stuff
unbranded
too.
stuff too.
Like Versace and Gucci and them things there.
You take it too far.
Yeah, we're not-
Can't take it too
for broke
far.
people, like the females, Victoria's Secrets,
And the things and the things and the things.
Right, for men, we have like American
Eagle. Oh, we need to talk off the air then because
Right.
you don't know.
Yeah.
All right. So once again, the topic is open marriages and open relationships, or whatever it is. So I've asked the question on my social platforms, and I did a poll on Instagram, and agreeing with the topic was I think 14%. So the rest of the people, they were 86%, basically said no, them couldn't do it. Over 500 people voted, so you don't know, so the people, them really in my DM, all these things. And I've also asked a question on Twitter, and those responses were very much in depth and in detail. So we can kind of, run through it. But what is your take? Both, starting from Candice first, what is your take on open marriages or open relationships?
All right. So before I get to personally, I believe that everything is dependent on each individual's relationship. And of course, a relationship is not with yourself. So it has, of course, to do with what both you and your partner can live with, right? It's
Right,
not just
right.
you don't just agree about it right now, and then after you do the things them next week now, you realize that people catch feelings and have issues with the fact say you give them goods.
Sounds like me.
Right? So if you're in that sort of relationship where jealousy is like a really huge thing, and then there's not that like firm grasp on trust, then I would say definitely no. Right? Also, if you're like me, like I'm super selfish.
Sounds like
Right?
Yes.
I'm super selfish. And in the moment, I like to see the things them are go on and
Right.
But then little bit after now, I say, babes, they did like her more than me. Like, I have all sorts of things to ask. Even though I know I'm the bomb, right?
Right. But everybody have insecurities.
Right. No, I'm not insecure.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but at the same time, you still have to ask. You still have to find out if she do something when I'm like a little bit more than how you normally do, so you can just change up a thing a little bit. But yeah, so personally, even though I'm pro sums, so I'm pro introducing somebody into the relationship.
Right.
I'm not for splitting my relationship for dropping him off to a girl or him dropping me off to go see a man. So open relationship in that sense of it, nah, that's not going to happen with me right now. But give a few years.
Okay, makes sense. And Jerome?
For me, I'm jealous. It's the first time I'm ever admitting that openly. I think by nature of looking at things, I've come to understand that men are generally jealous because of, if you live the life I lived in my earlier years, for the record, we've been together for 10 years. We've been married.
I was about to ask that, but okay. Mm-hmm.
We've been married under one.
We got married in August of 2019.
Oh, well, congrats.
Wait, which month are we now? Yeah, which COVID
In
month?
April.
What is it? Oh, right, yeah.
So in coming into this year, we're still under a year of being married. After 10 years, you kind of should have learned enough about a person that you can deal with certain situations. We've had the active life of participating in many different things to kind of have a
No man, this is so nice and festive though. But okay, continue, yeah.
kind of have an understanding of who we are and what we're able to live with, as Candice said before.
Right.
And I think for me, I find that if your mindset is designed mainly about sex being crucially important in a relationship at all times, then you have to think about how impactful it will be. So I said that to say, a lot of people think their relationship is about love and trust and yada, yada, yada. But when it boils down, a lot of it, maybe a 75-80% of the relationships is tailored to sex on the level that it affects how they actually function.
Makes sense. And
I think that in its essence affects truly how you're able to function, whether having an open relationship or involved in sums or whatever the terminology would be. Because if you base it on sex, you're going to always be focused on what this person has done. So for myself, I would see it as if we introduce someone in a relationship, it would be only for the purpose of sex and enjoyment
Right,
at
for that time
point
span.
in time.
Yeah.
okay, so when you say introduce someone into the relationship, you're speaking about like threesomes.
Like some
4,
threesome,
5,
foursome,
you
fivesome.
know.
If I should say with
Martin, listen, people. All right. And let's get into it. Let's go in it. So, foursomes and fivesomes. You guys partake in that as well.
We have before, yeah.
You have before. Is it a regular thing?
It
Or
can
is
be
it-
regular, primarily, not because we wouldn't want to, but other people know me and I'm super private with the important aspects of my relationship, right? And I don't like mess. I don't like mess, and I feel like most women are messy. Most people are messy. So I mean, we've had girls come over and them start FaceTiming with them best friend just to show, say, hey, I'm
with
here.
them needles, yeah.
Right.
Them something, yeah.
So like I don't like stuff like that. So if you're like obsessed with spotlight, which most of these people are, like most people are like super obsessed with people knowing them and knowing what they're up to and knowing who they're hanging out with. Like
at all times.
At all times. That's not my thing. If we're fucking, it needs to be private, because fucking is like, it's private, it's personal, it's intimate, right? So I don't need Tom, Joe, and John to know, say, we did a scissors last night. You get me? Yeah. Me I need the whole Jamaica for know, say, I that a go on, or your dad do XYZ with my man. Like,
All right, so let me just throw the question out there. Are you guys in an open relationship, or is it that you guys only partake in the additional person or persons? To
right.
spice
That would be
up?
definitely us. We haven't gotten to that point yet where we can
we're
swing.
not in a
in an open relationship, but in the bringing people.
Right.
Okay.
for enjoyment. And
So let me just ask, because for like me now, I'm not a jealous person, but I'm very territorial.
Right.
And I think jealousy and territorial is completely different in some aspects. In terms of all right, in terms of
a line, yeah, but-
right,
Yeah.
there's a very, very thin line, you know. In terms of me as a boy, we're very, very confident. I must say confident. Like with the typical men, all my brethren would maybe get jealous of my girlfriend. I wouldn't particularly get jealous, but like I'm territorial in the sense of you were together, and I think that people it's not necessarily need, but I don't want you to out here acting like you're single. Zine? So there's a difference. In terms of, right. So territorial, that is what I am. So you guys have threesomes and foursomes and fivesomes and the excitement them. See, this is why I'm singling them. I can't find nobody who wanted them something. But anyway, so you guys are doing that. Cool. As it relates to, so it's a no to the open relationship part of it. Because you made, right, for no. Because you made mention of, you're not going to make him, you're not going to drop him off to no girl yard or he might drop you off to the man yard.
Yeah. But let me tell you, it's not the fact I'm territorial or jealous why I'm not okay with that. Right? Remember, we started out saying that a relationship has two people and it has a lot to do with what each person is comfortable with, right? You need to respect your relationship enough to know what your partner is comfortable with, right? So, and also I like to watch. So, like, even if I was comfortable with dropping him off, I don't want to see. So that part there, little bit sticky. But let me get back to what I was saying. Right. You have to know what your partner is comfortable with, because at the end of the day, remember, this is the person you live with. This is the person you're with. You need them to be comfortable at all points, right? And I know with certainty that he definitely would not be comfortable dropping me off for no money, because immediately he's gonna go to what is it that she needs from that man that I'm not already providing.
Right.
Because I'm going to ask you this. I'm going to ask any man this. If you ever had a girl who cheated or cheat on you, she got fuck on you.
And I have.
Okay. So she fuck on you.
Well, I'll get to that story. So, right.
So if you've had a girl who have cheated on you, right? This is my question to you. What is the question? You're not beat up after the fact. What is the question that you've had? What is the question that you've had? The question you'd have asked her almost immediately after the fact.
All right, to be honest with you, I would ask her the question because me stay, I'm a Sagittarius. And yes, I do believe in horoscopes, people.
Yeah.
But I'm a Sag. And I am like, my love that are all cut off and don't link your back. So I'm not going to even go through the,
what went on in your mind?
To be honest, I didn't go through my mind because in my mind, it's a little shit house. To be honest. But to the situation I was speaking of where I said the person cheated, she was, and I wouldn't call it like bisexual, but she was very fluid. Yeah. And I do appreciate the persons who are sexually fluid. But I keep my part, and for those who listened or watched my live, and everybody know this situation because I spoke, she and I are now okay in that space that we've spoken about it. So she fucked another female while I was not there. But I never did it, Candice. I wasn't there. And bear in mind, I was supposed to link her in that particular moment. Boy just keep him party, say, no, boy, I check off and all these things. She was drunk and she fucked one of my friends, which is a female. The reason I never forgive her for it, right then and there, it was more so of communication. Why never they tell me? Because at this time, blow up my phone and call me and all these things. Why? It's so funny. I message right now. But why anybody tell me say, babe, you know, like this is going to go on right then and there. So that is just my thing. But let me ask you, Candice, are you? Because clearly, if you're going to invite other persons to your bedroom, you must have been somewhat fluid.
I prefer girls, actually. Like,
she's gay, but
in general. Like, I prefer...
Oh, Jesus. She's... Where you find her from? Still a producer, right? So I praise the Lord Jesus. I see. For others, listen, Lord, can you share your prayer? You know, when the people them say they want to say your prayer, I want your prayer. Because, okay. Listen, I say all rain or fall and all these things, but all right. So you prefer females?
I do.
Do you have relationship with females outside of your relationship, outside of your marriage?
No. Girls too clingy. So I prefer a woman sexually, but I'm also an idealist. So like you won't catch me like having relationships with girls because I feel like us women we don't have no boundaries and we don't have no limits and we easily get attached. So it's not going to work out.
Yeah.
Cause and I'm very sometime-ish as well. Women need attention and I have businesses to run. I don't have time to be messaging you every minute.
Okay, so maybe I should have tailored my question properly or differently. Do you have sexual relations with females outside of you and Jerome? So not all of them.
He's aware of it. You see, you're nodding over there. Somebody plan to tell a lie.
I know of them because I
Jesus.
All right, hold on. Hold on.
okay.
And it's so, oh God. All right. So you have sexual relations with females where he's not present. Mm-hmm. And that's fine, I would assume. So that's technically like an open-ish, really that open, but it's like partially open because he's okay with it.
Yeah.
Jerome, let me just throw the question to you. When you met her, were you aware that she was this fluid?
I think in the beginning I suspected because she was a gothic. The first goth girl I ever met in my life. She was
the back of them dated them the girl with the black things and the black things.
She was a little bit different from most women in the sense that Candice, she spoke freely and she had like a million piercings. Her hairstyle was different from everybody else. We were in university at that time. And she just
a good few years ago,
pretty much was over 10 years now.
Yeah.
She just pretty much was different from every other girl, I admit.
Say they kind of suspect that something is
yeah, and she, I mean,
like something is going on.
She had a partial relationship. Candice was more, I guess, in that sense, I was like the guy who was a dog shit, but Candice understood.
Oh, so you're me. All right, cool.
Yeah, I mean,
Noted.
10 years ago, I was horrible. I can tell you that. I think a lot of women hate me.
Boring. But like my thing is he was super honest. Super honest. So like
And that's very important.
Yeah, I was honest.
right. So like I never had to like guess and spell, which is why it was okay for me.
Yeah.
All right, so you met her and you realized that she was different. But what was that conversation like where she said to you, hey, you know what, I'm into girls?
I think that came further down a couple years in. It wasn't right away. It was.
Nah, man. I used to always, and I still do it. I used to always like point out girls to you.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that girl look good.
Right.
Yeah, but that kind of,
But
would that maybe come off
that's
like,
a bit different with it.
Right.
He used to always tease me and to me say he's a lesbian, and then of course I would have gone into in high school I did this and I did that.
So what went through your mind? Like the first time I asked her, like, did you feel like, fuck, like, I feel like this is like, I have to make him know, say, yo, say, I'm really intrigued by females and...
I'm never guilty for anything that I'm okay with. Right? It's never self-conscious for me or guilty.
That's like a quote I can use for my Instagram.
Not for sure. Like once it's something that I am okay with, there is zero guilt. It don't matter how you feel about it. I'm not going to feel guilty about it because it's something I'm okay with.
Right. Naturally.
Right. It's different if you have some reservations and be like, I shouldn't be okay with this. Mm-hmm. But once I've committed to something and I know so this is what I want it. So it don't really matter what you think or you feel.
And there's a thing too, bro. She went to the great
You're going to go there.
Please do.
Immaculate Conception High School.
Say a nice, decent. All right, let me just say. Pause for a cause. No. For my Twitter, because it's a thing on Twitter where them saying the most demon girl them go immaculate. But let me just say, just speaking to you guys on a very, very articulate and like intelligent and something kind of like that.
Still,
Don't it? I saw the immaculate girl them use them intelligence and them big words.
You
and
never meet a Westwood girl before?
Westwood is in where again?
I think a St. Elizabeth them come from.
No,
so
man,
where they?
Some like is it St. Anne?
I don't know. One of them countries come where the straw at.
Yeah, I know the start at school. When the comment which part Westwood come from, by the way. Yeah.
Them girl is
bad.
Yeah, they are the definition of
demon
from Sparta. Yeah,
demon girl.
Yeah. But
so
big up Westwood.
what was that conversation like, Candice? Like, all right, so clearly you didn't say to him immediately that I prefer female sexually immediately. So when, at what point, or what was that conversation like when you say, yo, bum?
All right, I don't, if I remember correctly, there was never like a sit-down conversation. No. There wasn't any need for it either. Because once he started teasing me and calling me lesbian girl, like I owned it. Like I was you know I'm a lesbian. For everything, I'm a lesbian. You already know.
I'll give big up to Yui, changing my mindset too, and I'll say this why. I grew up in Kingston, hardcore Kingston. Moved to hardcore Spanish Town.
We call hardcore Kingston, like Tivoli.
Brownsley and Waltham.
And then I pronounced Tivoli a while ago, Tivoli.
Yeah,
You know,
Tivoli, yeah.
there's some uptone voice, Tivoli.
I grew up
Right.
in that kind of cool,
Yeah.
rough setting.
Yeah.
You know, and I was growing dark. Would that be the term?
Yeah, man, dark. Yeah.
I'm super dark.
He dark at the term.
I kind of have to. You have to survive and you have to learn. You will teach me a lot of ways to survive. So
Exposure is a hell of a thing.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Survive. So-
Exposure is very important.
I then didn't move from Desert to Uptown. I moved from Desert to Spanish Town, Johnswood. And then I kind of met up with darker people and the dark people. I
So you
knew.
know, say your tolerance not really depends on
So
certain
my
things.
tolerance wasn't there.
Right.
But then I wanted to go to UTech and not UA. I ended up at UA because of some friends of mine who ended up working there. And I said, boy, this is the place for me. Going there, I kind of realized that the world is
Different.
larger than we think it is. And my mindset kind of changed because I saw not just Jamaicans who were different, but generally, internationally, people were different. And then I started traveling a bit and I started realizing that
That's where it is.
the mindset
Traveling.
is different from where we are.
Traveling.
So Candice was, to me, just a woman who enjoys herself. And then to me, I want to enjoy myself too.
As I said, that takes me back to my next question. So when you officially found out that, hey, she likes women, initially I would assume that your first thing is, as a darker man them time there, but muckler, threesome can go on, right? Or no?
No.
No.
When I met Jerome, he didn't even like head. Like he never interested in it.
Yeah.
Brother, I'm a Spanish town rough, man. Them time, imagine two different levels of darkness. You know, I come from Brownsley and dark to a John's Road darker.
So you know, so like you don't really depend them thing there.
Me
Not
no
at all.
want you tell me about head.
Yeah.
tail.
He wasn't.
Me no want you
Yeah.
just
Let's just say don't know that.
me G keep it to, you know.
Yeah.
Thing and no, me a bad man. I come to me. That is my mindset at this time. You know.
I do understand.
Yeah. So I had to realize that the world is bigger. And it's larger.
I think he liked me a lot. Like he
And
liked me
I think
a
I
lot.
fell for
'cause-
her. too.
And that is,
I think I
Yeah.
fell.
yeah.
Because like he never ever roughed me up when me say nothing or no, he never ever roughed me
I
up.
was working with a TV production company, and I thought the group of people I met and mixed with at that time kind of opened my horizon to realize that the first guy I saw with a, what do you call it, eyebrow
Brow piercing, yeah.
was one of them guys I was working with. And in my mind, that brother had fish, you know. But then it didn't matter because the guy really, he wasn't one and two. It didn't matter.
You know what I think it is, and I say this all the time. Not just because of how I grew up, because I have friends from all different walks of the spectrum.
As do we.
And then I went to an all boys school. I don't know if I plug my school at all times. So me we go JC, you understand me? And my mother's siblings. My mother have about 8 brothers, and them dark like night. All of them run off every ghetto them come from, dark. But going to JC and I traveled a lot. I'm not showing 40s. In 40s, fuck off with that.
40s.
Yeah, but traveling a lot, and for those who knows about my citizenship and them, like something they say, boy, well cultured. So certain things I was kind of exposed to at an early age, but I can relate because when we used to come and talk about my sexual relations, my girlfriends, my virgin them, they used to about me out and say, dog, what that you talk about? Oh, girl feel gay, and I kiss them back and them something with them and say, dog, but I'm my girl, and I'm what you mean?
Them time they name Licky Back.
Licky, but yeah, and man,
Boy, yeah,
so
licky
I do understand. So when you found out at first, like I never really did care much about it.
I tell him spoil me from beginning. Like I think him frightened for me.
About boy, they like, yeah, man, yeah.
I think she was so different because at this time I've had Bayesians, Trinis, Antigans, Germans,
What you go trim list?
etc.
Yeah.
And I've at this time in first year semester there was a point in time when we couldn't ejaculate properly because I was poured out to that point
Right.
where I can't manage. So
Right.
in learning those details and going through all of that and experiencing all that experience, it kind of started changing my mindset. When I met this girl who was, I wanted to protect her more than anything else.
Right.
Because I hurt her at first by some looking fool she's that number. No, I don't but I kind of just make some stupid mistake and make some bad decisions. And then I realized that she truly didn't deserve
The
treatment
fucker,
I was
right.
issuing to her. So I then kind of changed my approach and started dealing with her the way that she deserved to be dealt with. I've done that many times since, but the respect and love I've developed for her kind of allowed me to accept a lot of things and to change my mindset from being the dark sociopathic.
I wouldn't go so far, but you're dark for sure.
The mentality I had. I beat up man regular because of many.
Like, all right, when Jerome and I, like, when we just start dating, like, there was a day when I said, no, that boy too dark. I can't go deal with this, because we're literally walking out of campus, and you know where the campus bus stop is, right? And a bus was parked there, and the doctor just swing out. Until now, I don't know what the man said to me, because it was like he must swing out of the bus and say something, but he came real close to my face when he swing out and do it. Before I'm gonna swing back in at the bus, I Jerome that me see drape the man and start drag him. Like, so when I see that, no, I say, hey, this man is mad, because the guy never touched me.
Yeah, but yeah, I said no, I can't do this.
Yeah, that man say him crazy.
My darkness was
never
not
normal.
darkness. Them kind of teach me them.
So you did dark. However, your respect for her and you realize such a different thing, you rate her differently. You said to yourself that no matter what it is that she comes with, you will just accept it.
I don't think he realized, but I feel like another one of the reasons why he was like okay with most of what I'm into or up to is because I'm super honest about what I'm doing. Like, I can't do nothing wrong because I went confess on myself. Guilt won't eat me out.
She's right.
So
that's very good.
Yeah, so like even I do foolishness, I come to him and I say, babe, I fuck up. Like, I do X and Y and Z.
Yeah.
Right? Before him find out or before anybody come to him.
So from that get-go, like, there's that trust,
like
basically.
from beginning.
Okay. So when it relates to, because you guys said that you share partners.
Yeah, we do.
But come back to you now. And your excitement, who chooses the partners? Is it you for the additional person, or when you have the foursome and the fivesome, is it all females and you, or is it a mixture of?
We've done mixture before.
You never like it?
It was really a case where we have friends who like coupled friends. So it was like us and them plus an addition.
So my question now leads to. So I am in. So me have my girlfriend. Here goes my imaginary girlfriend. Hey babe. So I have my girlfriend here and the two now, and then we're swingers basically, or we just like to do the thing them. When we add an additional female, everybody mix up and do everything. Honest answer, please and thank you. Please and thank you.
Mostly the female. I was more hesitant when it came to what the man wanted to do.
All right, so the man is there though, And Martin, I want you to understand here. So them fivesome. Two of them, me and my girlfriend, she's right here sitting beside me, and a female. Right. Me not really see nothing wrong with that still, because boy festive bad.
Even if he did, as I say,
but what I want to know now is, do you guys like swap girlfriends?
We never got to there primarily because of Jerome is jealous. Like, he's jealous, and him always thinking about tomorrow. We used to tease him and call him Father Olam.
I'm a solutionist. I'm also a what would be the term? I kind of look at the thing on a wider scale. So when I say that, I mean I don't just.
Yeah. Oh, big word. Thank you to the KC students.
Just based on just in the moment. While they will.
Yeah.
I always think about what's actually going to happen tomorrow.
Yeah, him always think about tomorrow. Like, we can't do tomorrow.
So that always affects how I.
So in the moment, you never really did want that.
The girls I was fine with.
Right. So what the guy do? What on the virgin do?
So it was. Let me tell you all the three.
Yes, please and thank you, because I want to know.
Like Jerome and the girl who bring in. And then me, so it's a train. So think about the train,
Jerome.
So it'll be Jerome, the girl will bring in, then me, then we're virgin wife,
then the virgin,
and then the virgin.
So
that's
and then
that's how.
The girl was like the.
So the girl are the one on the rock dog and just jog around about the place.
The virgin wife would do for them thing, but I was when it comes to me and him, I was more hesitant for more reasons than that. So don't get me wrong, because maybe there will be a point where the kind of swinging I would be okay with it. See the reason.
Okay.
Call it that way. Because then
Yeah, he
I
don't want to
have
swing with people where he have to come in contact
Go
with
with
at a
again.
later
And
date.
deal with
Yeah,
them.
I think that's his
And
biggest.
Yeah,
not
but Jamaica have
everybody-
2.9 million people. I mean,
What,
Yeah.
Afro buck up back
when
in
they
the
can
people,
literally don't buck up. You can go
brother.
St.
Afro buck up
Elizabeth.
back-
No, brother,
No.
I've traveled extensively
Jamaica too small.
for a period. because
With all
of
the other
stuff I used to do.
countries and say people we know.
I've never
Yeah,
been to a
world is
country
small.
and someone
Style,
walk
eh?
up to me and say, Neagles, our Neagles husband.
For true.
And I say,
Like
yo,
whenever we
Alright.
even travel, I was working for my people.
All right. So, question, Jerome. All right. So, you do your thing them separately with your females sometimes.
Yeah,
but
sometimes. Mhm.
Sometimes you bring them. Jerome, like jealousy plays into your mind when they know that like she gonna link a B. Like anytime at all, it
once
come to you.
and I'll tell you when it happened. It happened when the first time I gave her that when that said do it, it happened. And it
You
happened
sure it was the
because
first time comedy called it the first time?
no, it happened. I was jealous. I was a bit jealous at that
Oh.
time. Reason being because of I think the girl played a trick on me.
Because she did look wee.
Both of us went to high school together, me and the girl. Right? She approached me and kind of gave me a feeling that she wanted or something. But then after the fact, she wanted Candice and not really me.
Oh, so
But-
I understand what the jealousy will come in still.
Man, a general. So, me look on it was Candice kick out the foot and
And go knock
yeah,
it.
and then I will just, whatever. But then Candice a big general. Candice kick out the foot and then call me.
Until they say, go on.
Come at the hotel over there.
He came.
Me just show up. I was like on a 12 guineas a night. I was so stressed out. I don't know why it was bothering me so much.
Yeah, he was
So they
really
didn't have a
bothered.
threesome with the girl.
Yeah, so that was our first. That was our first threesome
Yeah,
together.
so-
university to like second year or something.
You've
Yeah.
never had any other jealousy because I
After
mean,
that, not really. No, I can't. Can I remember being jealous?
all right. So, question. So, have she ever like called you and said to you, say, "Yo, baby, say, mega link a beat," because have that trust or bond or communication.
I wish he would. I wish he would. He won't.
Do what?
He won't. He's going to overthink it so much. He may start thinking, can this ever say yes to this? Can this ever say no? Even when he's 100% certain when he say yes, he may overthink it and not bother. And then he'll more likely send her IG to me and say to me, say, babe, what you think about she?
So, have you found girls for her, like not for the threesome, but have you like see a girl on IG and be like, babe, I think they cannot listen because
I think I've done that before.
Yes, he has, but we
I've
have
been-
different
but-
tastes.
Yeah, my
we have
taste in
totally
women
different
are-
tastes in girls. Even like some girl will like trade. I don't know how. 'cause
same
I'm
here.
not.
I do. I don't understand
I'm not,
because same.
and-
Yeah, it's Martin's the same. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, him like girls will like trade.
Yeah.
Which I can't understand because me no maga, but him like that.
It's like a fantasy. I would assume.
And then I'm not attracted to like super skinny girls. I like girls that have a little bit of body, a little bit of boobs. Right.
She's very picky. Super picky.
Same
And
here.
when I say
Me
picky,
too.
I think Candice is the most. We were in
Alright,
Barbados.
it's not even just like physical features, like sexiness. Something else. It's not even like
I'll
it's
get
not
a
even like
story when she
sexiness.
does.
I think about a particular other thing. So if our teeth look away, it
That's
have
a
been
mistake.
no.
Like the slightest thing kind of turn me off.
Come
So
here,
like,
put your-
if
if
your
your skin don't look too
Right,
smooth, like if
them
your
little
teeth
stuff, them
them,
look
or some
on,
mistake too.
right.
With
So
them-
if your teeth nasty and if your nails terrible, like mega pick you apart.
Okay.
Like that.
Some mistake.
Right. So even when I will bypass certain physical aspects, right? Because I'm more attracted to energy than anything else, right? So even when I will bypass how say you're shaped like one carrot or one whatever, right? Even when I will bypass them things, like hygiene things definitely matter. 'Cause,
Same
I mean,
here.
pum pum very raw.
Same. I
Right,
do
and where I
understand.
think can jump in a one condom, omega scissors with you.
Yeah, because
Right,
that
and
whole
if your
thing.
nails then dirty, oh you go finger me. Like
Yeah, makes sense.
there are these things that I have to take into consideration.
I
Alright, so
remember with the Barbados one time with some French Guyana people. What's French Guyana?
No, they're from Guadeloupe.
French Guadeloupe. Whatever. Guadeloupe is French.
Them French, but Guadeloupe them come from.
That girl wasn't from. Yeah, she was from Guadeloupe. So the girl had. I never forget it. We were there for codiment. That's what them call it, codiment. And the girl had boobs that were deflated.
The breast it look like dog breast.
That's
so the dog them long.
Kind of.
So the dog them long down to them.
It's not even that they were long, them look like dog breasts.
You know, we can't see those glasses.
Them look like dog breasts. And my breast is long.
It's so
So
you never
it's,
really.
it's not even like
I did. So you did surgery?
yeah man, I got my boobs done.
Oh, okay.
So it's not
Nice.
like it's not like I was judging her, but it just couldn't turn me on. So it's like I'll be friends with you. I don't have no problem with that.
But you just
but
don't want that.
No, the
In
dog
that
breast can go in my mouth. I kept seeing the dog breast.
Would stiff up for girl, and when man go for girl, the woman and say no.
Dog breast.
Girl breast now look good enough, me can't do it. So.
Oh, so you guys have a lot of friends who are in relationships who's also into the same thing that you guys.
Well, I mean,
Would you say a lot?
not a lot. I don't think a lot. I just have very few that we trust and have. We had some of them would
And then just invite the additional person and then they do the things them too.
Right.
But it was
So
always
festive.
controlled.
Festive.
I was
bad.
control and consenting.
Yeah, because I never wanted anybody to feel. I mean, I started realizing at later stages that we were not the typical people. We knew we weren't the typical people.
And then let me tell you, and that's another thing that couples who are interested in having threesomes and stuff must look at. There are girls out there that they will be up for it, like then and there, and then you realize after everything is all done and over and we're chilling and eating food after, like they start looking at themselves and start feeling very insecure about what just transpired. Right? So you have to make sure that whoever you're doing these things with are equally as open as you are.
Okay.
Right? Because it will ruin friendships, is what I'm saying. It will ruin friendships, like mash up, crash friendships.
Makes sense. All right, so question though, but do you think that having an open relationship, does it leave room for you? Does it leave room for Candice to be doing more than what was agreed on, upon? Like, for instance, you know what she's like, but has it ever crossed your mind before, like, what if she'll link somebody else that she never did show you or vet by you or something like that? No? All right, so has it... Okay, cool. So have you ever been home before and maybe she say, all right, babe, I go forward late. I found home late. It ever crossed your mind to say, oh, I wonder if I something she'll do, or I wonder if she fine. Okay, because you guys have that trust.
And then here's the thing. She's been more honest than me for most of her. I'll be honest. I'll tell you that. I will think about what I said because I think generally women perceive things more harsh, I guess, than how it's supposed to be.
Right.
So I will always tailor things or think about things I said before I said. But Candice is going to be blunt.
Right.
Candice is going to tell me, say, babe, more.
Right. Would you, if he says to you, like, baby, and also, like, since you're dabbling into whatever, would you give him the go ahead to say, oh, you can go fuck a one thing?
Him no, like I asked him to,
I never do.
And you don't want to do it? You never ever crossed your mind before?
I did something shitty one
time. Him cheat before and him feel like I will use it as a yardstick for every single
argument,
thing.
Right. So before we're going to get into the never have I ever segment of it, which is very kind of in depth. You know, to me it's kind of, you know, child's play, but some people kind of not really, you know what I mean? All right, so we're going to just pour some rum in it. Well, you don't drink. All right, so Jerome, you can just pour some rum in your cup. And we're going to go into it. We're going to just ask the panelists if you have done it. You know, Candice can still drink our drinks.
My juice.
Martin.
And
Martin, to be honest.
Yeah, Martin. Yeah. Boom.
All right, so we're going to go through the list. I did want to kind of go through some takes from some people, but we don't really have the time. So we're gonna just go through the list, and if you've done it once again, you can drink. If you want to do it too, you can elaborate.
So hold on, if you've done it, drink.
Yes, if you've done it, drink. If not, you don't drink. So the first thing on the list is fisting. No.
Hold tight.
Okay, and the next thing is double penetration. It can be either with another person or it can be with a toy.
Wait. Which one?
Double penetration. Wait. He can be fucking you, but he might have a toy in a different hole.
So he can have my mouth and my mouth. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but if you do it toward you can drink. I never you do it. Oh, well.
It should only be me. So.
Let's remember.
Bondage. Oh, am I supposed to drink 2 times? So, oh, should drink and you not drink? Okay. Wax play.
No.
I burn easy.
You know, so I tell myself I'm going to stop playing the game. Because every time I play this, I go home like my drunk.
You go. He drank like 4 times.
Yeah, I drink for everything so far.
For every question.
All right. Spit play. Which I love that.
But you like that. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Cool.
Oh.
Let me wonder when you're going to drink.
Yes.
Have you tasted your own cum? Golden showers?
No.
We won't get into it.
Figure out.
Breath play?
Go again.
Breath play. Like the
Breath?
excessive breathing can maybe a choke and a breathe all over you. Like breathing in your pussy. All these like,
So them something that happen like with everybody naturally.
Apparently not.
So people hold them breath?
Dumb and subplay.
Nah.
Almost, no?
No,
Germ
we do
soup.
actually.
Do we?
Because you'll say, well, I think you'll say things like,
What we say?
yeah, you've said a couple of things before. Yeah, I think yeah.
Okay,
Some
let me
slaps
drink
and
some.
stuff.
Oh, it's true.
Foot play.
No.
Tony will carry fungus on
Yeah,
them
me
something
too.
there, you know?
Bad.
Yeah, man, I put something there. Whipping.
We've done it before.
But you said, do I drink if I want to?
No, if you've done it,
If you do it,
But if I haven't done it, but I
Yeah.
want it.
you want to do it. So why
Yes.
not do it on the sell sex toys and then I can do that easy one,
What
two
do I
that.
beat me up good? I'm have to go work.
No, but apparently because
I'm drunk for do it.
I
That's
did
all
an
I'm
episode with Fetish and she said that, you should always have like a safe word. So if you're not gonna do that,
Yeah.
then the safe word kind of gonna come into play.
All right, there.
So they love that excitement.
The
to
ears go blank and that.
beat me, kid, me.
Go
We
tired.
there.
I did remember something bad.
True. Run a train or a train when I have a drink because
Yes.
I do one for train. Scatting.
What's scatting?
Scatting is the feces.
No.
Somebody passed feces on you, or you've done it to somebody.
No, Kareem. Kareem, you drink a while ago?
No, I never drink to them. I never drink to this. I think there's only two things on this list that I've never done. This and something else. Exhibition. Clearly don't do that. Clearly.
Yeah.
Felching.
What are
The hell is felching? You don't have no regular
man.
word to call
Felching
these
is what
things.
again? Felching is...
Do you don't even know?
Right, like, so he has come into the other person's pussy and then you lick it out.
No, I haven't done that, but I'd like to do that.
Really? You drunk?
Not how must be drunk.
Oh, she's not
I
drinking,
wasn't
so that drink. So one do it, say I forgot to do it. Voyeurism. Voyeurism.
I'm getting no problem. Baby, that brother.
That is true.
Already can come in our ass and then... Well, anyways. We're not going to do that.
True.
All right, voyeurism.
My name's so no.
That sounds like something to explore.
It's when...
But wait.
Yeah,
But isn't that the same thing
as exhibition?
Yeah, as exhibition, yeah.
Exhibition is when you want
people to know.
to see you fucking. Voyeurism
Is when you've purposely... Right.
But may as well drink to that.
I guess.
Basically the same thing.
Because we never supposed to see we already, right?
Not just that. Barbados.
Next thing on the list, when I
that's
say
true.
him definitely don't do, which is circle jerk. And then the other thing is orgy.
One name circle jerk.
Circle jerk. Circle jerk.
What I drink to?
Orgy.
Cool. God.
God, clearly this episode needs a
Never
part
done
2.
anal, and I've never done.
Yeah, we haven't done butt stuff.
So
Very
do
much
we
afraid of
own up?
Saving my battle for
we-
China
tell
man.
me that all the while. I'm
In
understand.
case we fall upon
Accept.
hard times.
This is not this thing.
I accept it. She said that
In
all the
case.
time, so I give her the 100%.
In case,
Listen.
listen, there are people on eBay selling virginity. You know, I can probably sell my anality.
And we'll get our next, couple million. Well,
Yeah.
100.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Listen, this, because there were a lot of things that I still haven't covered it up.
Can do a part 2.
But the time never permitted. But let me tell you
And
something.
you were late.
We need, right. And, Candice, as, being a lady, is late or was late. So next time I can tell you, no, 1 o'clock if I shoot for 3 o'clock. So, but I must say, it was very, very interesting. Like, me really like it and open my eyes to a lot of things, but there's a whole lot more things that I want to get into personally. Cause boy, love them, look at something, yeah. But, like tell the people where them can follow both of you guys. Business pages, all of the excitement.
I have no page.
But remember,
Tell everything.
business, business. Don't come to my business with shit.
No man,
Oh
never
my
see
God,
that.
yes. That's something. That's another thing. People even know place and time. So you cannot come up on my shop
And I talk about
and ask
the
about Kareem
nastiness.
show. Come
No
on.
matter do clip it, don't do it.
Can just get dark with it, and I'm kind of super dark with it. So
Yeah. I mean, you can say, I saw you
Respect,
on
I mean,
Kareem show and
yeah,
laugh.
but then you can't
But you cannot
want
come
to-
on business place like you want
people
dive in
are-
on my
You
tell
personal
people
yeah,
all
the
the-
Instant 5 when a girl come tell her, say,
I tell people all the time that business, my Kareem Big Dreams is different from Kareem. Insert my last name here. You understand me? So when I am Kareem Big Dreams, then that is Kareem Big Dreams. And every time I kill this. But just give the business plugs so we can know the people who can follow and all these things.
Right. Yeah, man. But it's what people say. People see me on the
Himself, you
road
get the
and
plugs.
ask about these things.
Jerome takes
Oh, that's why he said he's going to give the plugs. All right, guys. We have enough plugs around here.
Yeah, man, run them.
So you have Candice Needles Davis. That's like all my tattoo stuff are on there. Needles is spelled with a Z. Candice is CANDICE. NEEDLEZ DAVIS. There's also an additional page for tattoos and piercings, which is needles, piercings, and tattoos. As I said, needles is
Them
spelled
bud.
with a Z.
Bud like yards.
My personal page. No, before we get to personal page, the underwear store is Draws by Needles, like drawers where you wear,
DRAWZ.
right? By Needles. Needles also spelled with a Z. And Bear 876 by Needles.
That's what
Bear
we're
is
focusing on.
BARE.
And the bear is the sex thing?
No,
Bear is
Draws is
not-
the sex
Oh,
thing.
draws. What am I telling someone talking about? Okay.
Right.
So
Alright.
Draws is the sexting. Beer is the skincare, skin, hair,
And health.
and health stuff.
Really, boy, I love them skin thing
Just
as well.
open a new location for it in Corona. I don't know what we're doing, but yeah. On Clapton.
And and your things?
I can't remember my handles, but
Jerome, you're terrible. So he has a wholesale and it's Smart Choice Wholesale. Jerome does a lot of things. So you have Makela Group of Companies as well. He's looking to sign some new artists.
I
So
have a couple artists. to sign.
if you make sense and make good music,
Good. Makes sense.
you can link him.
I don't know if people in my DM talk about them, a young artist too.
Right. So his Instagram handle is Jerome Makela. And that's his,
Smart Choice Loan, Smart Choice Wholesale.
right.
No money, not make a bag of money.
It take a shitload of money for the wagas.
But makes sense. And people, regular, follow me on Instagram at @KarimBigDreams with a Z instead of a S. Twitter is Karim Big Dreams. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, comment, send to a friend them. We're going to definitely have a part 2 because I have a bag of comments from you guys on Twitter. So big up on yourself. And big up Bombcast for producing this episode once again. Big up Sweeps.
But I never talked about my personal page. Is that Needles Chick? Chick is spelled with a Q.